Hi, I'm Alistair from NeatCleats, and we're going to show you how to use the Align Plus on the SpeedPlay. The first thing to notice is you have two sides. The front side has these 4 thumb screws, and that's for aligning the upper spring section of your SpeedPlay. The reverse side looks the same, but it's slightly different. You can see these 2 recesses, and that's because it's to locate the 4-point adapter bracket on the SpeedPlay. So how do you use it? Well, before we do any measurements, it's really important to make sure you have a professional, qualified bike fit, just to avoid injuries or any other problems. What we're going to do is we're going to find out the position of your cleats. You're happy with the position, you just need to know what those measurements are in relation to your shoe. To start with, we're going to find out the position of the upper spring section of your cleats. We just need to loosen off the 2 thumb turns. That gives us enough space to insert between the 2 edges the ruler. And then we're going to tighten up those thumb turns, just tight enough so it holds the ruler into position. We're going to take our shoe and we're going to clip it into position like that. We always do our measurements from the instep of the shoe. That way we know where we are in relation to the crank arm. And then we gently let the shoe slide down the ruler until it just touches the hard surface. Don't push down too hard because that's going to distort it. Once you're happy with that position, you remove the shoe. As we look, you can see what our shoe position is. And we're coming out at 4.7 centimeters. Now we have that position, we're going to look at the upper section of the SpeedPlay cleat. So we're going to turn the cleat round, loosen off the side screws this time. Then we take our cleat, snap it into place. Again, it can be a little bit tight if it's an old cleat or if it's a bit dirty, but that's how it should locate into position. Nice firm location. As we did before, hold the shoe on a nice flat surface and then ever so gently slide the shoe down. And that gives us our location. And we see we're coming out there at about 19.3 centimeters. Now we know those dimensions, we can use those positions on new shoes or if we're replacing our cleats. To do that, we do exactly as we did before. But all we have to do is instead of the NeatCleats and the ruler moving to find the location, we're going to allow the cleat itself to do the moving. So we're going to loosen off the screws just enough so that the cleat can move up and down in position. As we saw, we're at 19.3 centimeters. Clip that into position. Hold it on that flat surface. Then we're just going to let the cleat naturally find its location, making sure that alignment tool is nice and level. Then we just tighten that once we're happy with it into position. Then remove the ruler, insert onto the bottom edge, and then find the dimension we had before. Tighten it up nice and firmly so the ruler doesn't move, and then clip the cleat into position. When the cleat finds its position and the shoe's resting on that surface, just tighten up those screws and that'll make sure you've got your cleat in the right position. Then give it a ride, see how it feels. If it doesn't feel right, stop, check the measurements again. If it still doesn't feel right, obviously you can consult your bike fitter or you can contact us at NeatCleats. Thanks for watching and we hope you get along well.